I want to start this video off with, I'm not the best trader or whatever, but I'm just coming from my experience. Hopefully I could help someone on their way who hasn't started yet, or who's trying to figure out, like, from my experience, like what I've been going through. I have losers, I have some wins, but I'm gonna keep working, just like you can keep working. And hopefully someone who just starting at the beginning stages could take one or two information, from it. If it helps. If it don't help, you don't have to watch the video, but hopefully it helps. And let's go, man. Let's keep going, keep pushing. Whatever strategy you're doing, keep at it. And I'm gonna do the same, until it should get right, until it should get right, for real, for real. Oh, child. All right, so boom. We gotta start from the weekly. All right, so we got the weekly. How I read the charts is, if the candle to the left closed above this high, is a buy for me. So last week closed above this high. So this week I'm gonna be looking for buys. We're on the weekly. So if the candle did the reverse, if it closed below this low, that's telling me I wanna sell. And the same thing with the daily and 4 hour, all of that. So I'm looking at the weekly right now. I say buy. Okay, so we go down to the daily. So what the daily telling me? The daily telling me, okay, we got some fair value gaps we need to be filled in. So we got this first one right here, and then we got this other one right here, and then we got this little one right below here. But since we don't understand that, hey, the weekly shows you might want to buy, so that's why I draw my liquidity right here, my buy side liquidity on the daily right here. Boom, boom. So what I'm gonna look for is push down into this fair value gap, or this one. Either one could work, But what I'm gonna look for is, when I'm looking for it to enter, I'm gonna look for the entry. So we understand we got a fair value right here. We got another fair value gap right here. So, and then when I understand that, for the weekly, we got a buy situation going on from what I understand. And the daily, we got a buy situation going on. So for the 4 hour, let's check out the 4 hour. 4 hour, okay. We still on the up. We breaking highs. We breaking all the highs. So we looking probably for a little retracement right down here, somewhere down here, because we got this swing. We got this. We look for a swing right here and then push up. I probably look for that, or I could go straight up. We don't know. I mean, I don't know. Some of y'all might be a little more professional than me, but I'm working to get there. You feel me? Working to get there. So that's where I look for the enters. Let me show you how I enter. Let me draw it out right quick. Okay. I trade in New York. So in the New York session, I'm gonna look for the Asian or the London to get takeout right here in the New York session. Boom. Once I look for a pull up. So once I get that pull back, I'm gonna look for this to enter a break of structure. So once they enter a break of structure, I'm gonna look to come back down right here. I don't enter right there either. You don't enter there either. So we enter right here. I enter right here. So I enter on that. This engulf candle. So I look for engulf candle to enter off. So after that, so let me break this down. So I'm waiting for the New York 9:30, around that time, 9 o'clock. I trade from 9 o'clock to 12. So anywhere between that time, I look for the same setup. So we took out the London or the Asian. Boom, we got that out the way. Once we took that out, I take out the Asian or the London. So I'm looking for any any sell side liquidity. So we got like daily lows. We got all daily lows. We got all weekly lows. We got session lows, session highs. So right now I'm probably looking for a buy. So I'm looking for the sell side liquidity to get take out. So boom. Once we do that, until when the sell side liquidity get take out, we get a push. And once I get a push up, and I get a retracement back into this breaker, and then I look for a engulf candle. Once I get that engulf candle, boom, that's where I enter off. And then hopefully I put my stop right below that. So I put my stop anywhere right here, and hopefully everything work out. You know, sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. You know, but we want to make sure everything line up, the daily, the weekly, so you can have a high probability trade. And that's our trade right there, man. So you gotta keep it straightforward, keep it pushing, you know. Real shit. I actually have 2 entries. So let me break down the second one. The second one is we take out whatever low this is. This could be a weekly low. This could be a daily low. This could be an Asian session low. It could be a London session low. You know. And once it is taken out, I look. Sometimes we don't get this retracement right here. Sometimes we don't get this retracement back into the breaker. But what gives me the okay to enter the trade once the liquidity is being taken? Sometimes we trade into a fair value gap on the 4 hour. We might be this might trade into a fair value gap in the 4 hour, and we trade off of that. So we take our liquidity, and then what end up happening is we got a fair value inversion gap or inverted fair value gap. You know, either way you can push it, but we got an inverted fair value gap, and then we push up. And once we break this with a strong candle going up. It can't be a weak candle. It can't wick. So we got a full body closed candle above this high right here. So once I close above that high right here, the breaker, I could enter off the trade. So we don't have to wait for the retracement back. But the fair value inverted gap alongside with the liquidity, sell side liquidity with the breaker is all we need for the second entry. That's a B side now. The A side is the A side liquidity. We got a breaker, and we got a retracement back into that breaker, and then we get an engulf candle. Boom. We on roll. And then the B side entry is got a liquidity, sell side liquidity get taken, and then we got a inverted fair value gap. Then we got push pass. Then we got a breaker. We break out. We got a full candle close above the last high. So that's how I look for that. And hopefully I could just get better at explaining this. I'm not the best at explaining it, but as time goes, you're gonna get better, I'm gonna get better, and whoever's watching is gonna get better. Let's go.